Hey guys, so I just pressed record the right way. That's a good sign. Today I'm gonna make a Mexican thing because I'm going to Mexico on Thursday. I'm like super excited. So I have Mexico on the brain. So I thought I'd make something Mexican. So this is gonna be like a mushroom Mexican tostada thingy. So I'm gonna have like a little corn tostada, like this, and on top of it I'm gonna put a little bit of vegan creme fraiche. That's gonna be like a little bit like not super healthy, but I'm not gonna put that much. So I'm gonna top that with the creme fraiche, and then the sauteed mushrooms, and then on top of that I'm going to put avocado and some chopped red pepper, and it called for cilantro. I thought, cilantro would be good, but I don't have any cilantro, so I'm going to try mint, because apparently mint goes with like everything. So anyways, before I start, I'm gonna read off some interesting health things about mushrooms that I just found. So first of all, there's over go back. So first of all, there's over 150,000 species of mushrooms. 100 of them, only 100 are known for being health promoting, so the rest of them are like poisonous. We have some growing in our yard, and they're so cute. I'm like, we should eat them. They'll probably kill me. One thing is important that you only buy organic mushrooms because they absorb so much of everything that if anything's not organic in it, then it can become, not good. Like heavy metals and things like that. There's all that stupid crap in the soil. So make sure if you buy anything organic, mushrooms, because they absorb the soil better than any other thing. So here it says that we're actually more closely related to fungi than we are to any other kingdom. I thought it was monkeys. I guess not. As we share the same pathogens, meaning bacteria and viruses. So us and mushrooms get the same diseases. Like, do they get the flu? Maybe. So mushrooms are really good antibiotics. Like a lot of penicillins and stuff are primarily based off of fungal extracts. I wish more people would know this stuff. The answer to everything is in nature. Really high in vitamin D, which is obviously good for absorbing calcium. That improves your immune system. Just from studies that they did with like mice and stuff, the immune systems got better. A lot of the parasites in some of the wild mushrooms go to attack the bad stuff in your body. They'll go and attack the bad things, so that's cool. Protects your liver, your kidneys, increases blood flow. No wonder I love mushrooms so much. I must be naturally drawn to them because my body knows that they're gonna help me so much. They help with the symptoms of asthma, arthritis. All this stuff is cured from nature. Renal failure, I don't even know what that means. Stroke damage, this goes on and on, but I think, I mean, there's all these different benefits. No wonder I'm naturally really into mushrooms. Not only do they taste really good, they will work. They want to work with you and heal you because we're the same apparently. We're the same as mushrooms. Okay, so what I'm gonna start with is I'm gonna saute the garlic and onions, and then throw in my mushrooms. I'm using baby Bella mushrooms and those crazy cool mushrooms that I love that are so pretty. 100% organic. 100% organic. I don't know if you can see that. Whatever. 100% organic. So, yeah. And look at, they're so pretty. Like a little flower. You guys are like, you're such a weird hippie. Okay. So, I'm going to turn my heat on. Here, can you see my stove here? I'm going to turn the heat on and start cooking the garlic and onion that I chopped up. I'm going to just put on medium low, because otherwise it will burn the garlic really quickly. And here I just, chopped up some garlic and some onion. That's kind of how I start, like a lot of things with sauteing, especially. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, whatever that means. It's Tuesday. All right. So while that's heating up, I'm going to chop these baby Bellas. And they don't need to be too finely chopped, you know, like a nice rough chop will be just fine. But you don't want them too thick, otherwise it'll take too long to cook and that'll like bore you guys. Right now I'm listening to Tom Petty's Pandora. Tom Petty, I was looking into him, he's like so many songs, so many albums. Crazy. But he's kind of hit or miss. Like, it's either like really awesome songs or just not good. Everything's hit or miss. I think everything in life's hit or miss. When it comes to career or skill sets or relationships, it's all hit or miss. I don't think there's any in between. It's either right or it's not right. And if it's not right, don't even go there. And these, a lot of people like to, wipe them off. You're cooking them. Who cares? Whatever, it's not going to hurt you. Whatever's on it is not going to hurt it. A little bit of dirt, it's going to be cooked off anyway. I think I'm going to go ahead and add my onion and garlic. That's a good sound. You always want it to have a simmer sound because that means it's ready. If it's not ready, it's not going to sound like anything. And it'll get kind of soggy. When you're cooking with garlic, you need to be very, you got to kind of babysit it because it burns so fast. So, and what keeps it from burning is when you add stuff to it, because then it, it'll go cling to the other stuff, and it won't just cling to the heat. It'll cling to the other things. The the other things will take on the heat that the garlic can't handle. So you're gonna kind of have to babysit it a little bit. I'm gonna turn that down while I finish chopping these. I know one of these days I'm gonna like freaking chop my finger off. I'll be like talking about something silly and blood will start gushing everywhere. I'll have to like end my video. Go to the hospital. Okay, so that's all chopped, and then these pretty ones, you don't really even have to chop. I think I showed you the other day how they just kind of like fall apart. You just like pull them apart, they just come off. And they're so pretty and cute. They're like little babies. Speaking of babies, my sister is about to pop. She's like 8. She's like 8.5 months pregnant. She's gonna like have a little boy. Of course, I'm drinking wine. She's have a little Sean Jr. I'm so excited. I might make a surprise fly home when she's ready to have it, because it was so cool last year when she had her little baby Ella to be there, with the whole family and everything. It's to be there for the birth of your little nephew. I think that down the road. Think about it. You knew you were there. You were there with all the love you could bring. Okay, so I'm going to let this cook just a little bit longer, and then I'll add the mushrooms. And while that is doing that, let's not waste time, because apparently time is precious. I don't like the idea of time. How about you? You like the idea of time? We're like slaves to time. So I'm just going to go ahead and what would be quickest? I think quickest is going to be to do the avocado. So I'm not going to do it because it'll get brown. I'll go ahead and chop my mint, because there's not going to be that much of it, and so that will be like a quick thing to do. Well, that finishes that. Not going to be too much mint, so just take this sprigs off. Oh, it smells so good. A lot of people are, I guess, a little bit like timid to cook with mint, only because I don't think that they're like scared of it or something, because it's not like one of those like commercialized things. Like basil's become really commercialized, and same with cilantro. Mint's still not turned out, but you should try it. It goes really well. It evens out a lot of flavors with things. Maybe my little cutting board for this. My little baby cutting board. Just a rough chop, because this is just going to be sprinkled on the top of the little tostadas. Alright, and that should be enough. And now I'm going to add my mushrooms before my garlic burns. And I have to like stop the whole video and just start over. Okay, so I keep control over everything. If you lose control, then all goes to shit. I'm gonna go ahead and add my mushrooms to save the garlic. I like to use my hands a lot. As long as you can without burning yourself. It's more gentle, Spoons can be a little bit like too abrasive for vegetables. They want like, the human touch. been a little hippie-ish since about the age of 15 when I started opening up my mind to a higher consciousness. So I'm just going to pull these apart. See, they're just so nicely come apart. I'm really part of this little mushroom family. Sometimes I don't know if my boyfriend likes the fact that I'm a little bit like out there and I'm just like really close to nature hippie thing, or if he really loves it, because sometimes it's like, you're acting a little weird last night. You're acting a little weird, but then deep down, that's who I am. I can't deny who I am, and nobody should. Nobody should deny who they are. Whatever you are is good enough. Once you get in your own head, then you've got problems. Don't worry about what everybody else thinks. Massage this in there. Get more happy and flavors get together, hang out, family, side, not separate, unified. Rinse my hands off real quick. Sorry, my videos are probably a little too long than you'd like. You know, it's like nobody wants to sit there and watch a 20-minute video, but I don't know how to make them shorter. Like, I don't know how to, like, cook this any faster. It's just, this is how you do it. I don't know how those I guess those cooking shows, they have, you know, people where they can stop it, you know, so they can do more prep work and then all that. I clearly don't have that. I don't have the right lighting. So I don't know what else to do, because I can't, my little program that I have, I can't, like, stop it and then, like, keep going. Like, it gives you one chance to do the whole thing. So that's why they're kind of long right now. But, whatever. Whatever. If you don't want to watch the whole thing, you can watch a little bit, just whatever. See me play around, but you can always go to the website and see the picture and the recipe if you don't want to watch the whole thing. LovingVeganGoddess.com. I'm gonna figure out how to get the logo on here too. I've done marketing for the past 6 years, but I can't seem to figure out how to do that. Okay, so while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go ahead and chop my red pepper. That's only just gonna be topped. It's gonna top the mushrooms, the tostada. Red peppers are full of vitamins as well. Lots of vitamin C. A lot of vitamin C. A lot of flavonoids. A lot of red, like red and orange, deep red and orange things have a lot of flavonoids. So like tomatoes and red peppers mostly. So these are really, really good for you. These are my favorite. I don't really like green peppers that much. I like these and I like the orange ones. Make sure you keep that white part off. That white part doesn't really do anything. It don't really bring much to the table. That was a really gay, what do you call it? Pun. That was gay. Sometimes I'm funny. I'm funny when I try not to be funny. But I'm not funny when I try to be funny. Can anybody else relate to that? I think there's part of that letting go thing. When you let go, things flow. Personality comes out better. If you're like holding on to something or trying to be something, you're not letting go, and therefore you're not your soul. So I watched this documentary last night. I fell asleep almost. I mean, like halfway through it, but it was all about like the sea life, which is really interesting. It's a whole other world down there. And my boyfriend and I were talking about what we would come back reincarnated as, and he would definitely be some type of sea creature, some type of, you know, feisty sea creature, and I would be a bird. I'd be some kind of bird. I don't know. I've always been like a free spirit, and he's just always been like totally into the ocean, you know, really, really drawn to the ocean. And I've always been drawn to flying free like a bird. So, what would you be reincarnated as? I think my sister will be reincarnated as a horse. She's always been obsessed with horses. It's just my guess. Okay, so that red pepper is done. Okay, I like to keep everything really clean. Helps me feel like I have control over my life, my situation, everything. As long as everything's clean, I feel like there's control. And it's respectful. It's respectful of the space you live in, respectful of what you're doing at any time. Respect your space, because that's what's giving you life. You know, whether you're outside or inside, you respect it, because it's all one. We are all one. Whether you want to believe it or not, that's the truth, my friend. We are not separate. We are one. Get that right, my friends. Do you like these earrings? I bought them from, where did I get them? I think Forever 21. They were like $2. And I mean, I just love the colors. I love these two colors together. I love. And then like this ring I just got the other day from this store. It's called the $16 store. So like all the clothes are only $16. Everything's $16. Except the jewelry. This was only $3. It's just cool. It's like, it's kind of fun. This, on the other hand, that's an Australian fighter opal that was made in Israel. It's a little more schmancy. All right, so the mushrooms, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. And then a little bit more of that South African smoke that I always use on everything because it's so good. Just a little bit, give a little smoky flavor to my mushrooms, and then I'm going to add my wine. Mushrooms and wine are like heaven. Oh, those are going to be so good. Delicioso. Oh, crap. So I was thinking about using that truffle oil on these, but I realized that if you try to combine the truffle oil with wine, with cooking, it has a bad clash because both are so strong and want to take over that you have to do one or the other. So I'm gonna opt out of using the truffle oil. I'm gonna just do the wine. I'm not feeling the truffle oil today. You know, my mom will watch this and say, Jessica, you drink too much. I know. I'm working on it. I've been doing better. I have been doing better. Doesn't seem like it because you always see me drinking, but I really have. This way. touching it right now because anytime we're going out of town, I don't do like a lot of grocery shopping because I don't want things to go to waste. I'm big on that. So while those are cooking, I'm gonna lay out my tortillas onto my my baking pan. So over here I have my baking pan with some foil on it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of olive oil on here, and then take like a little rag and move it around just so that it doesn't stick to it. Okay. So I'm just gonna do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then, you know what? I just thought of a really good idea. I use a truffle oil on here because it calls to rub to put the olive oil on there. But since I'm not going to be using the olive oil, I think a little bit of truffle oil on each one would really be delicious. See, that's the thing about cooking. You can kind of be fun with it and creative. I mean, most people wouldn't want to do this because this little thing costs $20. But, you know, one in Rome. Okay, so here I'll just brush that on there. So I was like Googling other vegan websites, you know, that people are doing. And I kind of started to get a little bit discouraged because while I'm talking, I'm going to keep working so that we're not losing time. And I started to get a little bit discouraged because I was watching, you know, everybody else, and you know, everything's all done like professionally, and it just looks all like glammy, and it's, you know, I call it fake looking. You know, I started to get, I'm like, well, why is this not that professional looking? You know, I need to maybe get it more professional. And then I thought, F that. Fuck that. Like, this is just real. This is how I am in my kitchen. And if you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. And if you do, do. You know, so I'm not going to, like, go against just how I am and what makes me happy and just how I am in my real natural form. So, and then so that's, you know, then I didn't feel bad anymore. You know, self-doubt can be really, really strong. So always think positive. There was a thing that I saw today, and it just said, positive thoughts create positive results. And it is so true. If you have a negative thought in your head, it becomes cancerous. Because a negative thought creates a negative thought, which creates a negative thought, which creates a negative action. A positive thought and a positive thought and a positive thought and a positive thought creates a positive action. So it's very simple things that I have learned from self-experience. I used to be the most pessimistic bitch on the face of the planet. Believe me, my parents will agree with that one. Okay, so while that's doing that, I'm going to make the sauce. So the sauce is just this non-GMO veganese. Again, it's way lower in calories than real mayonnaise, but still, it is a little bit high in calories, but we're not going to use that much of it, so it's okay. And this is from Earth Balance, and here, see, it says non-GMO. You always want to look for that, or you want to look for it to say USDA organic, because if it is organic, that means it literally cannot have GMOs, because GMOs are created in the seed. So if the seed is organic, it literally can't be GMO. I learned that today when I went to the market. My little hippie market that I love. It's called Hanson's. Because I was like asking the guy, I'm like, can you help me find like a GMO-free like mayonnaise? He goes, oh, and by the way, you know, if it says organic, USDA organic, then you can just like that guarantees you no GMO. I'm like, well, I guess that makes sense. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this in here. Like 2 tablespoons was right there. And then I'm going to put this stuff. It's called tofutti. It is like vegan cream cheese. Again, not the lowest in calories, but we're not using that much, so it's okay. It's okay to like cheat a little bit with you know, calories, even though that it's still not that much fat. I'm just gonna do like 1 big tablespoon of that. So let me read you the ingredients on here. Let me just read the fat. So there's 45 calories in fat. There's no dairy, no butter, no cholesterol, no gluten. And a lot of times, like, well, pretty much all the time with vegan cooking, calories don't even matter anyways because all the ingredients are so good, like I said the other day, that your body uses it really well, so nothing's stored as fat. But again, everything in moderation. I don't want to like lead you the wrong way and you like become gluttonous vegans, because yeah, you will gain weight. So take that with a grain of salt when I talk about the calorie stuff. There is a fine line. Moderation still, moderation in everything. You can enjoy, but in moderation. That smells good already. I'm just gonna mix that up. Good. Tastes better than regular creme fraiche. I'm not kidding. You skeptics on this diet, you really don't know what you're talking about. If you're not willing to open your mind to this type of eating, you're doing a huge disfavor to your body and to your children and your family. Because to have a sustainable life, you have to put the right things in your body. You know, I told the guy in the store, I go, you know, I was like, can you please leave me the GMO version of this? I mean, I'm not interested in genetically modifying myself so I look like an alien. He was totally on the same page. You know, why would they do this in the first place? With GMO stuff? Trying to kill us. That's what it is. Survival of the fittest. If you're dumb enough to eat dumb, you're going to die. Or you're just going to be too dumb that you're not going to know how to thrive. Because the stuff kills your brain. Anyways, I don't want to preach. If you're interested, you're going to look into it and figure it out. If not, you're not. But I love you all anyways. Whatever you decide to do. Just be nice and loving. I love you. I want to help. I want to spread this importance of what goes into our bodies. My God. The mushrooms are almost done. I have to absorb a little bit more of that wine. I'm going to make sure for oil away, so I'm not going to use that. I'm going to put my smoky stuff away, because I still need some of the salt and pepper. And I'm going to preheat my oven to just like 300, because we're just kind of heating this. I'm not going to like overheat them. Here. My olive oil here just in case I need it. Todd's on a bike ride. It's a beautiful day for a bike ride here in California. So I hope when he comes back and I have this all ready, he'll enjoy it. So he can go sit out in the courtyard and enjoy. So while that's doing that, I'm going to put the spread on top of the tostadas. So just like a little bit, get all fat underneath. Small dollop on each one. Hold each one down. So that's going to taste really good on top of that truffle oil. Yeah, definitely. The Ritz Carlton, if you love to go, I know that sounds snooty, but there's just a great like deck that they have out there at the Ritz, and they have something similar to this, but they use they don't have vegan creme fraiche, so they use we have them switch that out with a black bean puree, and they put the mushrooms and avocado on top. And it's pretty good, so I kind of got the idea of this from there. Alright, so I don't need any more of this lime. I'm going to put that aside. I don't need any more of these, so I'm going to put these away down in here. Pantry. So I've got my peppered ice, my minced ice, my aioli made. I'm going to put the rest of the aioli. Actually, no, I'm just keep it like that. Keep going. Almost done. Sorry, guys. I know this is. I hope you're like not bored yet. I don't want to bore you. I want to entertain you. I want to entertain you. That's doing that. I forgot I gotta chop this avocado. So we're gonna do. I just have like 3/4 of avocado. So I used that other quarter to make a really good salad earlier. It was like, again, we just cut it and then do our cubes. Pit out. Again, do the cubes. Alright, go pit away. And alright. So take my spoon. And we just scoop it out. You know how to do this by now, I hope. You just scoop it out. Go on. Just rough little chunks is fine. See what I'm doing here. Looks kind of messy, but just keep control over everything, it'll be fine. Here. I just had to keep them separated because they like to clean together and then they get mushy. So I hope whatever you guys are doing tonight, you're having fun, you're enjoying yourself. Life's too short to just not enjoy the simple moments that we have with the people that we love. That's all we could ask for. Money don't mean shit. It's about love and time together with the people you love. I hope that people that don't understand that yet start to understand it. So much happier. Not cling to things. Don't cling to people. Don't cling to things. Don't cling to anything. Just let go and live in each moment and try to put out the best you can in each moment. That's my advice. Clinging is bad. It'll make you crazy. It'll make your anxiety bad. Okay, so I turned off the heat of this finally. I'm going to take it off the heat. All done. And I'm going to let that cool for just a second, and then we're going to top everything and put it in the oven. And I'm not going to wait to plate it because it's already way too long, so you can just see it on the website. I'll take a picture of it and put the whole recipe on there so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. So, almost done! You can put that on for just a couple more minutes. It's not that bad. But, so here's my little toppings. So just get my pepper, my mince, and my avocado, and that's all that's going to go on top. And I bet they're going to be really good. I have a feeling these are going to be good. And I might make them down in Mexico for Todd and Vicente and Phil. Phil is one of our good friends. He's so funny. He did all of this home. One of these days I'll walk you around and show you the house. Not right now, though. Not right now. This one's too long. But, so the guy we're going with did the house. It was a renovation house, the old Spanish house, and it needed to be renovated. So Todd had it not totally gutted, but just up, fixed up very nicely and custom to the T with everything, but in a humble way. It still looks, it's not like a mansion. It's a cute little home around a courtyard. It's a white home with the orange stucco. So the guy we're going with down in Mexico, he was the contractor, and he's like amazing. He's amazing. So if I ever decide to flip homes, I couldn't afford him. But he's good. He's funny. So we're gonna have a really good time. I'm excited. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and top my little guys here. I'm gonna bring this over here so you can see what I'm gonna do. So here's my tostadas, and I feel a little frazzly today. Oh my god, I need to like just chill. I need to take a chill pill. So okay, just put a little bit on each, not too much. I don't make it soggy or anything. I'm trying to convert my family a little bit to this cuisine because I don't think they understand how good everything can taste with just a little bit of creativity, just a little bit of creativeness, and it doesn't cost anymore. Some of these like organic stuff can cost a little bit more, but it's really not terribly too much more than a lot of people would think. It's just you have the the will to do it. A lot of people use excuses because they're too lazy to be creative. They'd rather just buy stuff out of a package, and it's simply out of laziness because they don't have enough time or whatever. But say you get home from work. Yeah, you've had a long day of work, but you get home at 6 o'clock. this took me, what, 30 minutes? Dinner's ready in 30 minutes. And that was everything. Prep, the whole deal. So I don't think that should ever be an excuse. People love excuses. I tell them to blow it out their ass. You got to take care of your body. You only have one body. You only live once. You might as well feel your best, and feel your best for the people that you love, and you want them to feel good too. Okay, I'm just gonna top this with the. I'm gonna start with the pepper. A little bit of the pepper on each one. And really the only calories in this is each of these tostadas is, it said like 5 of them was 120, so, you know, just, what is that, like, I don't know, like 30 calories with the tostada, and probably with that dollop of the creme fraiche, another, that's probably, I don't know, 90 calories. So there we have like 120. So each one of these tostadas is probably, I mean, the avocado. So probably each tostada is probably about 150 calories, give or take, which isn't bad. Look how big they are. All right, so I obviously chopped too many red peppers. The mint I'm going to add, the mint and the avocado I'm going to add when I'm done. Put them in the oven, 350 for about just like 10 minutes. Oh my god, you know what I forgot? Shit. This vegan cheese that I found, it's called Daya. It's called Daya. And it too is GMO free, and it all it has is arrowroot flour, non-GMO, canola oil, safflower oil, coconut oil, pea protein, salt, vegetable glycerin. That's it. So this is low in calories too. It's for a quarter cup, which a quarter cup is going to be like probably less I'm going to use on all these. It's 90 calories. So you don't, we're not going to do too much though. Just a little bit. See how little much, like it's really not a lot at all. I don't understand. Well, you keep on telling me I ain't your kind of man. Am I tough enough? Oh. Am I rich enough? Oh. Okay. And this is pepper jack, so it's going to be a little bit spicy. Todd will love that. He loves it spicy. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in there for like, my hands are all nasty. So I'm just going to clean up and cook those for about I don't know, probably like 10 minutes. Just let the cheese melt and the tostada gets hard. So sorry that took so long. I tried to make it as fast as I could. Hopefully I can figure out how to do this so we don't have to have such long videos. But anyways, thanks for listening to Ramble. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you make these, and I hope that you and your family enjoy them. All right, enjoy the rest of your week. Peace and love, positive thoughts. Peace out, my friends.